Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you to all of our witnesses for being here today. Mr. Weingarten and Mr. Taibbi, what is the clearest evidence that each of you can cite to show that the censorship-industrial complex was an attack on the First Amendment by the Biden administration?
The discovery in Missouri v. Biden, which has been dismissed here, both at the district court level, Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals level, and among 3 Supreme Court justices, showed massive pressure from the federal government for social media companies to censor American speech, whether it's the Hunter Biden laptop story, COVID-19, election integrity matters, or beyond. District court judge said this was arguably the most massive attack on free speech in U.S. history. Again, Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals had that same view. 3 Supreme Court justices did as well. And while it's been dismissed, that case, the fact of the matter is that the Supreme Court specifically did not rule on the underlying merits, the thousands of pages of discovery, which blew the lid open on this entire regime.
Thank you. Mr. Taibbi?
Thank you, Mr. Congressman. I would do 2 quickly. There's another case after Murphy v. Missouri involving former New York Times reporter Alex Berenson v. Biden, who was removed from Twitter after repeated pressure from White House officials for a tweet that was true. He said that the COVID vaccine does not stop infection or transmission, and for that tweet, he was summarily removed from the platform after pressure from White House officials. The other one was an instance in which a friend of mine, Aaron Mate, who is no Republican, the Ukrainian Secret Services passed on a request to the FBI to have him removed from Twitter, and the FBI did it. They passed that request on to Twitter, and we found that ask in Twitter's files.
Thank you. Mr. Taibbi and Mr. Weingarten, can you please explain how the Global Engagement Center and the federal government as a whole use coercive power to censor Americans?
Well, Mr. Congressman, first of all, I would say that the Global Engagement Center and this entire effort is based on a fundamental misunderstanding of the American system and the First Amendment. The American government has no role in protecting citizens from speech. The whole idea of the system that was designed by Jefferson and Madison is that the American people view each other as adults who are capable of sorting out the truth for themselves. They do not need a nanny state or a guardian or a law enforcement agency to decide for them what's true. We don't need a truth squad. And that's exactly what GEC was designed for. It was designed to suppress any information that countered national policy and to identify people who may have had opinions that were controversial or unwanted as foreign inspired, when in fact they had no connection whatsoever to foreign governments, which is both slanderous and detrimental to the First Amendment.
Thank you. Mr. Weingarten?
I would simply say that when the government comes to you, pressures you directly using the bully pulpit, the government has its awesome resources, obviously, in terms of its funding streams, its regulatory powers when it comes to the social media companies specifically, Section 230, antitrust enforcement, et cetera. When the government comes to you and says, please take down this American speech, we'd really like you to do so. Or in the case of some in the Biden administration, actually browbeats people, curses them out, and a president goes on camera and says, your social media platform is killing people. The government does so with the most awesome power possible. Government, at the end of the day, ultimately is force, and that force should not be turned on Americans and our speech.
Thank you to all of our witnesses. I yield back my time.